Okay, Roger, congratulations. Nice to get a win under your belt and to come through that second set.
Yeah, man, it was a good win for me against a up and coming great American player for the future. It was a tricky first round for me here really, and I didn't get a chance to practice on center court, so it was like my first time back out in center court. Great atmosphere, and I actually started off. It was a really good match, and then all of a sudden I got into this mega battle at the end of the second set, and I was happy I came through at the end. So I'm really just relieved in some ways right now.
Obviously, a lot of people are saying that you're getting back to your best form. Does it feel like that on court?
Yeah, I feel like I'm playing really well. I think I'm very consistent on my serve, except maybe one time today. But overall, really, I think I'm not giving away a whole lot. I'm moving well. You don't have any real issues with my body. Mentally, I'm still fresh, even though I've played a ton. But eventually, it's important to take a bit of a rest and then, recover, recuperate, and then sort of attack again for clay season, down the stretch.
Obviously, you've won several tournaments recently, but winning Indian Wells, that must have been particularly satisfying because it's such a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very big tournament, and I've been able to win it 3 times, in a row back in the day, and it's nice coming back, a few years later, and still being able to do it, and the way I did it so convincingly through Del Potro, Nadal, and then Isner, over 3 days on the final weekend was amazing. So it came as a big surprise for me to win over there because I wasn't feeling great at the beginning of the week because of some sickness, and I played so much that I just thought maybe this one's not going to work out so great, and maybe Miami a bit better. And then all of a sudden I'm there as the winner. It was quite thrilling, actually.
Now you've turned 30. Do you train differently and prepare differently than maybe you did 7 or 8 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, I think things have obviously changed. From 10 years ago, you're trying to build up a certain base of fitness and just, the whole idea of getting stronger and bigger, as you're growing into a men's body, I guess, is very different than today. Today I know, what I can take. I know how hard I can push in practice in the matches. I don't ever get as much muscle pain again today as I did back in the day. You're much more professional, sleep enough, eat healthy, stretch more, massage, all these things make little differences that make life a bit easier, today on tour.
Obviously, you stated that your goal is to be number one again this year. As the winning streak continues, does that sort of feel like that's more of a realistic goal?
Well, it's a long-term goal. Look, if it happens, it'd be absolutely amazing. If it doesn't, at least I'm giving myself a great shot. And obviously, you need to be able to, beat the best and win some of the big tournaments to finally get there. But then again, it's about also enjoying myself, having that fire, to push myself to play for many more years. So it's a long-term plan that I'm, on right now. But in the short term, I'd like to have success, and right now it's going great. So I'm really enjoying it.